this is my garden update. It's Monday the 13th of June 2011. I'm just going to show you what I've got going on at the moment. This is the box trunk thing that we found, and I put some herby leaves in. I'm not very good at picking these lettuce leaves because they're so unedible. This is the lavender I had in, which was bought as a plant and has almost died off. Some rosemary, almost dead likewise. Some basil down the back, some parsley here at the front, some rocket leaves, some spicy Italian lettuce leaves which are too strong to eat. Wow. I'm not sure what this is. I'm hoping it's not mint. It smells a bit like mint. I hope not, and I'll move it if it is, because Mum says it gets very overbearing and grows a lot. I've got some mint there in a singular pot. And then in here, something else. Oh, that's more likely to be mint. So I'm hoping this is something else. I can't quite tell what that is. And these are chilli plants. Taking a long time to get going. Whoa, we've got a weed coming out of the crack. Let's get rid of him. And this also sneaked in there. These were chilies in here, but they haven't done anything. These were sweet peas, still nothing. I think I've given up on those. Freddie might have turned these toilet rolls upside down at some point, so that might be why we've had no luck. These are things that Lucy have grown, so nothing to do with me, but some of them look to be doing quite well. She's only planted them recently. That was crescent wellies, which I've allowed to just flower over. I don't really use them, it's a shame. Poppies with a ladybird. They're poppies. That needs to be put into the garden, but they're quite delicate. They don't really like being moved, so we'll be careful with those. I've already moved some and they weren't too happy about it. This is another herb, I think. Freddie might have thrown these seeds into there, so I'm not sure what they are yet. Yeah, pepper plants here from the seeds from the inside of a pepper, a capsicum, bell peppers, mint. That is another one of Freddie's creations through having thrown seeds into the garden or into pots. There's pumpkin, 2 pumpkin plants, some more rocket. These are some a different variety to the traditional sunflower, and there's some random daisy type things, just a mixture. It's called cornfield. Those were Italian lettuce leaves also. I've allowed them to go to seed because again they're too strong to eat and I thought they were quite pretty. That was an example of one of my poppies that I've transferred to the garden. Now this outside is dying, well dead, but it started to bring up some new leaves in the centre, so maybe it's having a second attempt. They're going to be daisies, brightly coloured mixtures of daisies. Pansies. These are what I planted as seeds right at the start of my time in this garden. Well, this year, 2011. And they are... which ones are those? Are they nigellas? I think so, just bear with me. They could be nigella or lupin. In fact, which ones are they? They're nigella, aren't they? Loving a Persian Mist, I think it's called. Then there's some, hopefully, it's going to be some cornflower. More daisies. That's some Lonicera tatatica. This here is lupin coming along. They've come from seed as well. More pansies that were given to us as plants. More daisies. More poppies. They were lilies, but they've kind of been and gone, unfortunately. More poppies down there, so they seem to be doing okay in parts. Here's the better example. That's the lupin coming through. And maybe I was wrong, and that must be the nigella then, Loving a Persian Mist. Should be quite pretty when they come through. Here's some blue morning glories that I've moved from a pot to here. They're not really attaching themselves to these vines, so I'll probably have to move them. And there's a sunflower, hopefully at the end. Over here, these might be carrots. I've left them when I weeded it the other day. Pumpkins and tomatoes eventually. There's my neighbour. I'm filming this for my mum.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
And his tomatoes are considerably bigger than mine, but he assures me mine will work at some point. Sunflower, and then more of the seeds I've planted are slowly coming up along here. This soil's probably worse than the other side, but they're doing okay. Some morning glory again that I've moved over. More sunflowers. And I think that's it. Some more, they're enormous. That's what I took out of the cornfield mixture of random daisy type things. But this got so enormous I had to take it out, so we'll see what that wants to become. There are apples starting to appear in the tree, if you can see. And pears in here, but they'll be a while before they're ready yet. And that's the beginning of the grapes. If you can see that. Those are the beginning of the grapes, so they'll be out later in the year. Nowhere near ready yet. There's my compost heap, which isn't really a compost heap, it's just a bin. It's where all the anything garden-y goes. And there's too many sticks and things in there for it to actually be a bin. So, there we go. That's how it's looking at the moment. I shall do another update. But all in all, I'm fairly pleased. Oh, they're just weeds over there. But why not, hey? Bit of purple, bit of pink. I never said no. That's all. Over and out.